Hi everybody, my name is Paula and I'd like to welcome you to my Real Polish Fanatic little corner of YouTube. Thank you so much for stopping in and spending some of your day with me. I do appreciate you being here. Today is a continuation of a video I did the other day, a big video with a lot of Bees Knees unreleased mystery prototypes. I got 18 of them the other day. I do have a video up showing those, and I got a second order in with 18 more. I'm hoping I didn't get a lot of dupes, but maybe I did. We'll see when we get it opened up. I will link the previous video in this description if you want to check that one out as well. Today we're going to be unboxing this package, and then I'll take a break. I'll swatch them up on swatch wheels, and then we'll come back, take a look, see what I got. So excited. I think that's really all I have to say here. So let's go ahead and turn the camera around and just jump right in. All right, I'm gonna start with what is on my nails. I got to do my nails last night, and I just wanna talk about this brand for just a little bit. This is from a newer indie brand, both of these colors. I did a PR video on her initial launch maybe a month ago, a little over a month ago. I think her initial launch was June 13th. This is Funny Business Lacquer, and these are two of the colors that she had available. I'm gonna give you a way to save some money if you like either of these. In the description of this video, I have two ways that you can save money at funnybusiness.shop. That is the website. If you go to the description of this video, I will have a referral link. If you are brand new to Funny Business, you can click through my link, set up an account on her website, and you will get a coupon for $10 off your first purchase. That is for new customers only, and that is the referral link. And then I also have an affiliate code in the description of this video. It is RPF10, and if you use that, you will save 10% off on any orders that you place at funnybusiness.shop. So these two colors that I have on my nails. So like I said, I did this video. It was a PR video for Funny Business a little over a month ago. And I could not get this orange out of my mind. This one is called Hard Stop, and it is just a beautiful orange. It is shiny. It has little glittery bits in there. If you look at this bottle, it's so gorgeous. I did just 2 coats with a glossy top coat. I used Funny Business's glossy top coat, and formula was excellent. This is an orange. It wants to lean towards being a burnt orange. It doesn't quite get to burnt, but it is just such a beautiful shade. That looks pretty color accurate there too. Let me move this out. So this is just gorgeous. This one is called Hard Stop. Her whole first collection, it was a 5-piece collection, and then she had a duo, and all of it was just like add to cart, fantastically beautiful. Love that whole collection. And she also has a lot of 3D printed items. If you ever see in my videos, if I'm doing a hand swatch, you might see this personalized finger rest. This is also from Funny Business. You can order these. You can have it personalized with your own name. So that is very, very cool. It's a Funny Business also. So she has 3D printed items. She has cuticle oil. She has top coat. She has so much stuff. So this one is on my left hand. Gorgeous, gorgeous orange. I could not stop thinking of this. I was so happy. I finally had a chance to be able to get this on my nails. And then on my right hand, I have this beautiful blue. This, she said in Instagram posts, was her best-selling shade from her initial launch. Look how beautiful this is. Her bottles are adorable. They're 10 milliliters. They cost $12.50. And I know this sounds like another PR video, but I'm just so happy with both these colors. This one's called Can Everyone See My Screen? And again, I just did 2 coats with the Funny Business glossy top coat. And I'm just loving these. Like I said, adorable, adorable bottles. You can check out my video. I'll link that video that I did a little over a month ago. I'll link that in the description too. But check out the referral link if you are brand new to funnybusiness.shop, or my affiliate code, RPF10, will save you 10%. The referral code will save you $10 on a one-time purchase. So just wanted to share those colors with you in case you see my nails moving around and you're wondering what it is. So back to Bees Knees. Unreleased mystery prototypes. She launched these at the end of June, I believe. And like I said, I ordered a bunch of them, and then I went back on her last day since there were some left, and she was also having a sale, so I couldn't pass it up. So looks like a couple of these are gonna maybe be dupes to what I already have, but let's see. I left my first set down here so I can see if any of them are dupes. Got a pile of polish here. There should be 18 of them. All right, let's start opening, see what we got. So yeah, so they were on sale, they were mysteries, I just had to do it. So this looks like a new one. Let me zoom in here so we can see. Oh, this looks very pretty. This looks like a, kind of like an evergreeny sort of green, and then I'm seeing like a purpley pink shift, maybe some blue, some shimmer. That looks gorgeous. There's number one. Like I said, after we get all these open, I will take a little break. I'll swatch them up on a swatch wheel and come back and share those with you. This also looks like a new one. This is a kind of a medium pink. And then I'm seeing pink flakes, pink to gold, maybe to green kind of flakes. I see some shimmer in there. That looks pretty. I should check the bottoms because sometimes these are magnetics or thermals, but so far not. And, ooh, this is another new one. A beautiful deep pinky red, it looks like, with some little glitter bits, or flakes, I guess they are. Again, I'm seeing like green, I'm seeing pink, kind of purple. Lots of colors in there. Unreleased prototype. Very pretty. Got a bright orange one here. You can find Bees Knees at beeskneeslacquer.com. She's going to be doing her next release, I think Friday the 18th, whatever day the 18th is. I do believe she will be reopening, and I don't know if she's going to have any more of these prototypes, but this is a gorgeous, little bit brighter orange with that golden shimmer. I didn't get anything quite like this. You can see it's a little bit lighter, brighter than this one from Funny Business that I'm wearing. So far so good, no dupes to my previous order. Then we have this. It's kind of an off-white, almost like a light gray white, kind of a mixture in there. And then I'm seeing what looks to be like those really bright kind of blue purple flakes. And then maybe some pinkish shimmer, or like a peachy kind of colored shimmer. Looks very nice. And we got a reflective here. Doesn't look like I got this one before either. This is sort of a medium gray, like a concrete gray. And then I'm seeing like a green to purple, maybe shifting shimmer. Then all that silver reflective glitter. Gorgeous. So these prototypes can come with the old style label with the bees on it, or they can come with the hollow label, or they can even come unlabeled. I'd gotten one last time that didn't have a brand label at all, and I didn't realize that they could come that way, so I emailed them asking if I could get a label, and they said nope. Sometimes they're just gonna come unlabeled. But this one, also another new one. I did get a couple that remind me sort of this one. This is like a grape purple, beautiful. And then it has those like gold to pink shifting flakes, maybe some bright purple or blue shimmer. So in my last order, if you remember, I got 2 other flakies. These were my previous ones that are sort of similar, like they could all kind of go together in a little collection or something. Very fun, loving that purple. And then we got this beauty. This is not quite that dark. That's a little bit closer there with the black. This looks like a grayed blue. And then I'm seeing just a few flakes in there and then some of that purpley shimmer. Looks very pretty. I didn't get anything very close to this one last time. I got this lighter blue shimmer, but this one's got some flakes in it. So that is a new one. So far so good, no dupes. I think I'd see at least one that it looks like it probably will be a dupe though. So we'll see when we get there. Then we have this gorgeous kind of mustard green yellow. And again, it's got like those gold, pink, orange kind of flakes and some shimmer, maybe like some golden shimmer or something in there. Looks very fun, and that's quite different than the yellow I got last time. The ones with the little nails are the previous ones. So this one you can see is a little bit more green, not quite as yellow. So that's fun. I haven't gotten any magnetics or thermals or anything yet either. This one I think I have, but this was one of my favorites from my original set. So, okay, this is unreleased. So this looks like a very dainty kind of pink, and then that kind of pink, gold, green shimmer and some flakes in there. Let's see. Yeah, I think that these two are exactly the same. So there's my first dupe, but that's okay. In my video, I even said that was one of my favorites from my original order, so that's okay. I'm gonna set that one to the side. And then we got this pretty kind of like a mocha brown with some purple pink shimmer. Very pretty. Looks like this might lean to be kind of a prugly, which is a pretty ugly polish. We lovingly call them pruglies, and I love them. So that looks awesome. Got a really bright green one here. Got this beautiful neon-y green with some green shimmer, some bright green shimmer. Looks very fun. No magnetics yet. Let me check that last one. Nope. All right, just a few more. I think I might have this one too from my last order. Yes, this one also, it looks so beautiful in the bottle. It's so pretty. It's a very deep, dark, almost black purple. And then it has like this green, gold, purple shimmer in there. And that one is this one right here. So there's what it kind of looks like. It just gets very, very dark when you get it swatched. That one also very, very pretty. So there's my second dupe from my first order. And then, oh, this is pretty. So this is like a purpley, orchidy mauve kind of color. And then just lots of little bitty glitter or flakes. And then some shimmer. I'm seeing like green, kind of aqua green, pinks and purples flashing through there. That's fun. I'm excited to see this one swatched. Very fun. And another pretty one. I did not get anything like this last time either. So this is sort of like a Celadon green. I did get something I called Celadon green last time, but it is definitely different. But this has got that gold, pink, orange kind of shifting shimmer. And maybe a few flakes in there too. I can't really tell, but that looks very pretty. Love that. And then we got this one. I think this is, let's see. I think it's actually, this is like a pinky red, also like or maybe an orangey red, like a tomato red. And then I'm seeing some pink flakes, some golden shimmer. I don't know. It looks different from this one. This is my original, from my original order. This one looks a little bit more red, not quite as orange, and it doesn't have that really pronounced gold shimmer. So I think these are different, but she may have been doing these prototypes kind of to get to the same place or something, but they are different. So I will not count that as a dupe. Got this, another beautiful flaky. Did not get anything like this last time. This is a baby blue. And then it's got this pink, purpley blue shifting flakes. And I can't tell if there's any shimmer in there or not. I think maybe like a pink shimmer. Looks gorgeous. This is my last one. This is a gorgeous, I would call it almost like a nude, but it is definitely kind of peach leaning nude. Let's see, this will be a hard one to get color accurate probably. So it's a bit peach, a bit nude. It's got some, looks like green shimmer, and then a few little flakes in there. It's kind of like a pinky nude neutral. It's definitely a neutral color. I did not get any magnetics or any thermals in this one. That is awesome. And only 2 dupes. So out of 36 polishes I bought, I only got 2 that were the same between the 2 orders. So that is very awesome also. So I'll take a break. I will swatch these up. We'll come back and take a look at them. All right, I am back. Let's get going looking at these on a swatch wheel. First up is this beautiful kind of off-white with some purpley blue flakes and maybe some pink shimmer. That one's very hard to see here on the swatch wheel, but I have it here in 1 coat, 2 coats, 3 coats glossy, and 3 coats matte. You can see some of the iridescent flakes there, but this one's really, really hard to see. There's that one, it's very nice. And then up next we have this kind of neutral, peachy, beigey kind of color. All these are unreleased prototypes. None of them were magnetic or thermals. So here's that one, kind of a peachy nude with green shimmer and some pink to orange kind of flakes. And that one on the swatch wheel. Oh, I'll give you bottle shots too. Here's that first one. Hard to see that one. Oh, and that one over black is way too milky to really look very good. It's this one right here, that first one. And there it is, 3 coats on its own, 1 coat over black, but you can see some of the shimmer and the flakes a little bit better there over the black. And then the next one, that pink, peachy beige kind of color. That one is right here in 1 coat, 2 coats, 3 coats glossy, 3 coats matte. Again, that's very nice. Just kind of a neutral. You can't really see too much on the nails. You can't really see the flakes or the shimmer too much. Just adds a little bit to it. And that one over black, also way too milky, but you can see again the flakes a little bit better in there. And there is that one, 3 coats on its own, 1 coat over black. And that one is this one. And then we have this pretty bright orange with this strong gold shimmer. And that one is very pretty. Here it is in 1 coat, 2 coats, 3 coats glossy, 3 coats matte. That one has got a shifting shimmer in it. It's really, really pretty. I think that this one would look really good over that previous one that we just looked at. I think those two layered would look very pretty. We got some shifting shimmer. No flakes or anything, but that's very, very pretty. And that one over black is really gorgeous. That leaves this kind of green, bronzy, golden shimmer behind. And that's that one, 3 coats on its own, 1 coat over black. And that is this one here. These are all unreleased prototypes from Bees Knees. And then we have this pretty pink with some iridescent flakes, I think. And it looks like they go kind of pink to gold, maybe some green in there, some pink shimmer. And that one is right here in 1 coat, 2 coats, 3 coats glossy, 3 coats matte. Love that with the matte top coat. Very, very fun. I'm loving this little kind of flaky collection I got. I think I have 4 or 5 of them. That's very, very nice. And that one over black is right here. That leaves that a lot of kind of golden, bronzy kind of flakes, and then a lot of pinky purple shimmer. That's really pretty. Over the black, 3 coats on its own, 1 coat over black. And then this kind of mauve-y, tannish, I don't know, has purple shimmer. Looks really nice there. Here it is in 1 coat, 2 coats, 3 coats glossy, 3 coats matte. And again, kind of like this one. I think the shimmer will be quite strong. There that is. And that one over black would be this one right here. That leaves a lot of kind of blue, purple shimmer behind. See some pink, see a little bit of green twinkling through there. It's not really noticeable in person, but lets you see a little bit of what's going on in that polish. 3 coats on its own, 1 coat over black. Very fun. And then we move to second swatch wheel, and we have this one, this kind of dusty purple, pinky purple with kind of green and blue. Those are the main colors I'm seeing, like a green shimmer, I think, and black flakes also. That one on the swatch wheel is right here in 1 coat, 2 coats, 3 coats glossy, 3 coats matte. That one also kind of liking that with all those little bitty black glitter bits and some shimmer and a little bit of green and blue twinkling through. And that one would be this one right here. Again, just leaves kind of that shimmer. It is a little bit milky, you can see there, but it leaves just a lot of little twinkles coming through, pinks and purples and greens, mostly. And there's that one, 3 coats on its own, 1 coat over black. And there's a bottle shot. 1 coat, 2 coats, 3 coats glossy, 3 coats matte. Then another one of those pretty iridescent flakies. Has like this bright kind of purpley blue shimmer. And that one is very sheer here in the first coat. This is 2 coats, 3 coats glossy, 3 coats matte. Loving that with the matte top coat, of course. Love a flaky with a matte top coat. And like I said, I'm loving this kind of little flaky collection I got between these 2 orders. Very, very pretty. And that one over black is right here. That just leaves all that kind of purpley blue shimmer. And then the flakes you can see go kind of golden copper to pink. It's mainly what I'm seeing. And that one is 3 coats on its own, 1 coat over black. Looks like that shimmer is going to be quite glowy like that. Here's that one, 1 coat, 2 coats, 3 coats glossy, 3 coats matte. And then we go to kind of this pinky reddish orange. And this one also has got just a few flakes, kind of pink to gold, and some golden shimmer. And that one is very pretty. I love this one. 1 coat, 2 coats, 3 coats glossy, 3 coats matte. Loving this one. Love it both glossy and matte. Very, very pretty. It really deepens up with each coat. Starts out a little bit more pink, ends up a little bit more reddish orange. And that one over black would be this one right here. Again, just leaves that beautiful kind of golden pink, purpley shifting flakes and some little golden twinkles coming through. There it is, 3 coats on its own, 1 coat over black. And that is this one. Very pretty. And then we go to what I thought was kind of like a pinkish red with all these little glitter flaky bits. That one kind of surprised me on the swatch wheel. We start out here, it's very purple. 1 coat, 2 coats, 3 coats glossy, 3 coats matte. That does get it a little bit more red, kind of like a magenta sort of purpley red. Like that with the matte top coat, you can really see those green flakes coming through. And that one over black is right here, leaves behind those flakes and all that kind of red shimmer. And there's that one. 1 coat, 2 coats, 3 coats glossy, 3 coats matte. Love that one. Then we go to this kind of greenish yellow. Again, we got those kind of pink golden flakes, maybe some golden shimmer. And that one is right here. We have it in 1 coat, 2 coats, 3 coats glossy, 3 coats matte. Very, very fun. It's not quite that green. Let me get my black and see. I think that's a little bit closer there. So starting over here, 1 coat, 2 coats, 3 coats glossy, 3 coats matte. Like that one. And that one over black would be this one right here. It leaves all that kind of yellow golden glitter and then those pink to gold flakes. Very fun. There's that, 3 coats on its own, 1 coat over black. And that one is this one right there. And in my previous order, I had that yellow, that kind of really bright yellow. You can see kind of the difference there. And just to show you, this is my swatch wheel from that day. So here are the 3 coats. So the previous one is quite a bit more yellow, and this other one is a bit more of like a green leaning kind of thing. And I also thought that this kind of orangey, pinky, reddish kind of color was somewhat similar to this one from my first order. The first orders is a little bit more orange and it has that stronger, smoother gold shimmer. And that one previous is this one right here. And just to show you those two together, you can see this one, the current one is on the top. The previous one is there on the bottom. It is just quite a bit more orange, has more of that golden shimmer. So they are different enough. All right, then we move on to swatch wheel number 3 here. And we're gonna start with this pretty green with some like gold, green, pink shifting shimmer, and some flakes are in there. So this one, as I was painting it on the swatch wheel, it reminded me of that patina that you get on copper, that verdigris, however you say that, verdigris, that pretty patina that you get. So it's sort of like a sagey green, but it has all that kind of golden coppery shimmer. Very pretty. Here's that one. 1 coat, 2 coats, 3 coats glossy, 3 coats matte. Love this one. So pretty. Really deepens up as you go along. And that one would be this one right here. Again, just leaves that kind of bronzy, golden, green, pink shimmer in flakes. There that is. 3 coats on its own. 1 coat over black. Love that one. And that's this one right here. And then we go to kind of this swampy kind of green with some purple, pink, maybe even blue sort of shimmer. And that one is right here in 1 coat, 2 coats, 3 coats glossy, 3 coats matte. Really love this one too. This is sort of a swampy green. And then you can see that shimmer coming through. In person, I can see it more than you, I think. But you can see it a little bit more with the matte top coat. Love that. And that one is right here. That just leaves like this turquoisey, aqua, blue, purple. It's very pretty over the black. 3 coats on its own, 1 coat over black. And that one is this one. Very nice. Then we're gonna go to this really bright green with green shimmer. Loving that one. And again, quite sheer here in the first coat. This is 2 coats, 3 coats glossy, 3 coats matte. I think no matter what, you would still see nail line even in 3 coats there, but definitely could layer this over a blurring base, over a similar base. So fun. Love it glossy or matte. And that one over black leaves all this kind of emerald green shimmer behind. This one right there where my finger is. 3 coats on its own, 1 coat over black. And that's this one right there. Very fun. And then we go to another one of these pretty iridescent flaky ones. We got pinks and golds, some blue shimmer, I think. So pretty. And that one is right here in 1 coat, very sheer in that first coat. 2 coats, 3 coats glossy, 3 coats matte. Just a very delicate, barely there blue with those flakes and shimmer. Very, very nice. And that one over black is right here, and that just leaves all that pinky gold shifting flakes, some purpley blue kind of shimmer. Very, very pretty. 3 coats on its own, 1 coat over black. And that one is right here. And then we have this kind of gray, This almost looks like it would glow in the dark. It doesn't say anything, but it kind of looks like it would maybe have that, has kind of that grayed, murky, glow in the dark kind of feel to it. But this is just a pretty kind of medium blue with some purple shimmer, it looks like, and then blue to green to purple flakes. And that one is, again, very sheer here in the first coat. 1 coat, 2 coats, 3 coats glossy, 3 coats matte. And again, loving that. Just very delicate, very sheer, very glowy though, looks like. And that one is right here over black. That leaves all that kind of sapphire-y, bluish purple shimmer. Again, it's very hard to see in person. It's getting a little bit more noticeable on the camera, but a little bit harder to see in person. There it is, 3 coats on its own, 1 coat over black. And that one is right here. And then the last one is this pretty kind of gray with green shimmer. I think there's maybe like a shifting shimmer in there, and then that silver reflective. This is sort of similar to kind of like the lighter cousin to this other prototype that I got last time. That one said it was thermal and a magnetic, I think, but I couldn't get any magnet line to show up on it, but sort of like a lighter cousin to that one. Looks like the shimmer might be the same and the reflective glitter. And that one is, I had to change swatch wheels. So that one is right here. We have it 1 coat, you can hardly see that at all. 2 coats, 3 coats glossy, 3 coats matte. It did build up pretty nicely, but again, I think it would still be too sheer and you'd probably still see your nail line through it even at 3 coats. So you definitely would want to layer this over a gray. It's light enough here, you could maybe even do like purples or blues or maybe just about any color. And that one is this one right here over black. Again, just leaves kind of that green, kind of green shimmer and sparkles behind. And that is this one, 3 coats on its own, 1 coat over black. And that one is really hard to see, but that's this one. So that was my order. The only other 2 I had were duplicates from my first order. I did not swatch those in case I need to sell them. But yeah, that's all I have. So let's go ahead and turn the camera around. We'll finish this up. So that was my second and final Bees Knees prototype order. Loving all of those. They are so pretty. Here's the first 5 that we looked at. We started up here where the dot is with that white one. It's almost impossible to see. And then orange just went around the wheel here. Very pretty. Loving those. Loving this kind of pink flaky one. And then we moved into some darker kind of purpley pinks. And into the kind of orangey reds, that magenta and that bright greenish yellow. Love those. I'm really loving this kind of pinky orangey red color. Very pretty. And then we moved into some more softer blues and greens. Started here with that kind of verdigris one. So pretty. Loving these. Look at that shimmer shine from further away here on those greens. Gorgeous. Love, love, love. I'm very happy with all of these. There's not any that I'm like, ew, wish I didn't get that one. No, love them all. But I just want to thank you so much for stopping in and spending some of your day with me watching this video. Like I said, I will link my first prototype video that I just did last week sometime, not too long ago, but I'll put a link to it in this description box in case you want to check that one out also. Let me know in the comments whatever is on your mind. Love to hear from you down there. Did you have any favorites from these prototypes that I showed today? Loving them. And don't forget, I know this sounds like a PR video for Funny Business, but don't forget Funny Business. I'm loving these two colors. Like I said, the blue one was her bestseller in her initial launch about a month ago. I'm so looking forward to seeing what she puts out next. She did say it would be probably a few months before she came out with her second collection. I'll link the video to see these and everything else that she offered in that first launch in this description, and also check out the description if you're new to Funny Business. I have a referral link if you are brand new that'll save you $10 on a purchase. That's very generous, very awesome. And I have an affiliate code, which if you've ordered before, you already have an account set up, will save you 10% on any future orders. I don't think you can stack them. It'd be worth a try. All I could say is no, and then you can decide which one you'd want to use, but both of those are linked in the description. And I do get a benefit if you use either of those, either the referral link or the affiliate link. I will get a little bit of a benefit to help continue on being able to purchase other beautiful polishes to show you on this video channel. But that's all I have. I want to thank you so much for stopping in, spending some of your day with me, and I do hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments any thoughts you have, but I am just going to say goodbye for now.